Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the One Man Truth Band channel. I am the Begotten who is lost. And congratulations, you found me. But look what I found. I decided to replay this interview with Vladimir Vladimirovich from 2000. And, well, he's got quite the setup there in his public office. This is the office. It's not like any kind of private room or anything. And in the year 2000, man, what a setup. Got a nice big shredder back there. Probably holds a 15-gallon trash bag. Maybe 25. That is a coded message machine. Those are encrypted voice machines. I'm not really sure what that is. But that is one hell of a phone. Look at that thing. That's all switchboard. Like, those are all individual little... Look at the size of that thing. That's nice. Now, advancing the video a little further, and we see he has a television sitting behind a... looks like maybe a 17 or 19-inch flat screen. Flat screen. I know it's a 2D image, and I'm sitting there like moving the camera. I'm sorry. Very, very nice keyboard. That's the kind of keyboard somebody has, again, in the year 2000, when they do a lot of work at that keyboard. And clearly, with the phones and the encrypted communication devices, this is one technologically aware, if not extremely knowledgeable, person. And that's Vladimir Vladimirovich. Now you see his face. This is in 2000. Okay. He looked, fairly aged and all. But let me just show you the difference between his face then and his face a year later.
Shortly after the first plane crashed, Russia's Security Council met in emergency session. The national militia has been put on alert and airspace over...
Let me zoom it out so I can show you something.
In emergency
When they
session.
say the weight of guilt,
Put on alert.
when they say the weight of guilt, they're talking about a psychological and emotional experience that someone feels. Sometimes when they hear that a family member died, that they feel when a family member died, or you're going to jail, you're getting evicted from your apartment, something has now spiraled out of control. That kind of feeling also occurs from guilt, but it doesn't occur for the leader of a country when another country gets attacked, for instance. We would expect our president, maybe, to need to have the hand on the desk ambiently and be kind of leaning towards that way. See that? But he was. And he has this look on his face. And I'm sorry. But,
After the first plane crashed, Russia's Security Council met in emergency session. The national militia has been put on alert, and airspace over Moscow and St. Petersburg has been.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody.
Has been put on alert, and airspace over Moscow and St. Petersburg. And airspace over Moscow and St.
Damn it.
Security Council met in emergency session. The national militia has been put on alert, and airspace over Moscow.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody just look so overcome with guilt.
Security Council met in emergency.
Like, if you saw this guy
Shortly after.
sitting at a trial, you'd be like, oh girl, he guilty. Now, he gave some comforting remarks.
Putin spoke on Russian television to express his sympathy and his outrage.
He gave that stern politician speech. But you see, with one side of his forked tongue, he spoke in support of the United States. But with the other, he gave orders to RT to fund people like Alex Jones, and the 9/11 was an inside job conspiracy. So what do you think? Do you take him at his word?